So good day guys, good day everyone. So today I'm basically going to be showing you how to get your hosting and domain name. So I'm going to be showing you the website you're going to use to get your hosting and your domain name. There are a lot of websites to get your hosting and domain name. Depends on you and depends on how the platform is, how the service that you are going to be using, the hosting service, that means the hosting company you're going to be using, how it's going to be. So but basically I'm going to be showing you guys how to purchase the domain name, so how to purchase the domain name and web hosting. But before that, as we all know, I'm going to like to explain the meaning of domain name and hosting. Some people might not still know the meaning of domain name and hosting, so that's why I will just quickly like to explain it. So basically, a domain name is basically the name you type into the search engine or the browser in order to access your friends or your own website or a company website, any type of website. You need to type in the domain name. Now, those websites they are not seeing like this example, for example, now like this type of website I'm saying now, as you can see, is basically for what recording. Now, and this is the website I'm using to record my videos. So basically, this type of website now, all this thing we are seeing is inside a file. So where are those files stored? It's stored inside the hosting that they're using. So an hosting is a place basically whereby you rent on internet in order to store your web files, in order to store your files so that we will be able to access your website online. You understand what I'm saying? Good. Now, let's just jump into what we want to do today. So, I've already explained the meaning of domain name and hosting. Now, we are going to look at the different domain name and different hostings that we have. So, now we have the first one that I will suggest is Q server, which is basically the one I use. So, this is it. Sorry. So, basically, I use Q server. So, now basically, just type Q server on the web, and you're going to get it from there. So now the second one is Google Hosts. Google Hosts. I used the service for quite some times, but later I changed back to Q Server. So as you can see, Google Host available for web hosting. And the last one I would like to show you, there are lots more. You can just search for it online. Is Namecheap. As you can see, Namecheap. So Namecheap. But this kind of Namecheap is basically domain name. You get me now. If you want to get your domain name, just get it from Namecheap. That's what they're basically for. But they also have their hosting. You get it now. They also have their hosting. But now for Nigeria, this Namecheap is basically for international. But for Nigeria, as we all know, we're in Nigeria. So now this skill server here is what I'm going to use. So I'm not using either Ogos or Namecheap. The one I suggest you should use is the Q server. So now let's go into their website. Just follow my steps. You're going into their website now. This is their website. As you can see, this is their website. Good. So what I'm just going to do for you guys is for you to also access this website, I'll put a link below. You get it? I'm going to put a link below. From that link, just click on the link. I'm going to put a link in the description of the video. So just click on that link and you're going to directly access this website immediately without even going to search engine to type anything. You get me now? So now the next thing you are going to do is what? You go to manage account this here. Manage account. So basically, let me go back. Let me just go back. Let me go back. Now, as you can see, start your web hosting from as low as 7,000 naira. That's per year. You get me now? So one thing I like about their service is that you can do it per month and everything like that. As you can see now, their domain name starts from 1,000 naira per year. So now it depends on the type of domain name you want to get. But what the domain name will start from 1,000 naira. So you can get a domain name for as less as 1,000 naira. And their web hosting 700 naira per month. This one is per year. This domain name here is per year. Why the web hosting is 700 naira per month? You get me now? This is one I'm going to talk about this one later. But for this video, this is what I'm going to be doing: domain name and the web hosting. So now this is 1,000 naira and this is 700 naira. 1,000 plus 700 naira plus all the old charges can't reach up to 2k. That's 2,000 naira. If you have 2,000 naira, guy, you can design a website. Just forget about that one. You can do what depends on the platform you're using and depends on how wise you are. You get me now? So this is 1,000 and this is 700 naira per month. So this is per year. So basically, now the next thing we are going to do is I've already showed you how to um what I'm talking about, the 1,000 and the 700 naira. So you're going to go and get it. How are we going to do that? Now, the first thing you're going to do is if you want to buy domain name and hosting on this platform, you have to first create an account. No matter platform you want to buy your domain name and hosting, you have to first what to do what you have to create an account. So after clicking on the link I sent, um, after clicking on the link in my description, you're just going to come to this manage account here. You get me now? So you would need to register. You get me? I'm already logged into my account already. You just register and you log into your account just like this. I'm already logged into my dashboard already. So on yours, you're going to see this service that I seeing five. You're going to see 0, 0, 0, 0. These four things will be zero. Now the next thing you're now going to do is you come to here, these other services here. You're going to come to these other services and click on what? Because we want to get them domain name and our hosting. So in order to do that, you're going to come to these other services and click on what? Other new service. Good. Now the next thing you're going to now do here is very simple. Now as you can see, we have different type of pack. We have the business pack, we have the starter pack, we have the developer pack, we have the professional pack, we have the mega pack, the Linux hosting pack, the Linux hosting pack basically. But the one we want to use that I told you is what the 700 naira one. So I said pay 700 naira monthly and pay 7,000 naira annually. So I know that almost everybody can afford. If you want to do this website of it, you have to afford. You have to afford 700 naira monthly, which I know is possible for basically almost everybody. So, but if you know that you don't want to be stressed by always registering registering every month, and repurchasing like re renewing your hosting every month, you can just do the 7,000 naira annually. Annually means yearly. You get me now. You can also proceed after that. You can also do another one anyone you wish to do. You get me now. So now what are we going to do next? You're going to have to purchase what? Our domain name, our hosting. So you're just going to click on anyone you want among all these. You just click on order now. So it depends on your client, anyone they want. So now the next thing you're going to do is what? The next thing you're going to do is very simple. So let me just scroll down. So the next thing you're going to do is you come to this thing, register a new domain, and you just type the domain you want to use or you want to register. Now, it depends on your domain, as I've told you, it depends on your domain. So, it depends on the domain you are going to choose, that depends on the amount they're going to give you. So, now let me just see. Let me just say, uh, on no, let me just think of the domain name. Speed me. Good. Speed me. So now I'm going this year we're going to choose all these .com, .ng, everything. That one actually makes it a domain name. So now you are going to come here and just come to this .com here. As you can see, the free domain registration applies to the following extension: only .com, .ng, .org, .ing, .name.ng, .mobile.ng, .sch.ng. Now to read our notes, net.ng and edu.ng and gov.ng are closed domain name and can only be registered by a tertiary institution. Basically, it's only government that can register with this net.ng, edu.ng or government.ng. You get me now? So but us here we want to register with what .com.ng. So we're going to just what? Click on proceed to check the availability, that is this domain name available. Good. As you can see, congratulations, speedme.com.ng is available and it is just what is what 1,100. You can see 1,000 what 1,100. So now the next thing you're going to do is what? Now I also you can also search for more. You get me now. You can also take more. So let me just say I don't want this. I don't want this one. I want to try another domain name. So I don't want this. I don't like it. Let me see. I don't want the .com dot me. So I want to cancel it. Or simple, I'll just go back. I'll first just copy this here, so I'll not start typing again. So I'll come here and go back so that I can redo what I did. So I want to check the availability of the other domain names. So I'll just come here and press Ctrl V. Good. So now let me now look for that one. Dot name dot ng. Let me put that one. Either it will make sense. Dot name dot ng. So dot ng. Okay. Dot name dot ng. Let's see that one. Wow, 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 guys, can you see me? Can you see me? This is just for 500 naira. For 2 years, it's 1000 naira, like that, like that, like that. So I think I'm going to take this one. This one is more cheaper. So it depends on you and depends on the domain name that your client wants. You understand me now? So some clients can say they don't want .ng at the back of their domain name. You understand me now? Get it for them. Get the dot com for them. You get it now. First check the price before you now give your client the price. Check, okay, if I want to do speedme.com, how much is it? You get it now, how much is it? So they would, you understand me now. From there you're going to know how to give your client the price that, okay, oh, this is the amount of for you to get this domain name, this is the amount you need to pay for the domain name. You get me now. So now what you're not going to do is do what? You're going to come here. I just scroll down. So let me just scroll back up. So now as you can see, it is available for just 500 naira. So you just scroll down. So you just click on what? You click on continue. Good. Now the next thing you're going to do is this. Don't touch any of this here. Don't bother to touch it. Just click on continue. Good. Now, as you can see here, this is what 700 monthly and annually. So the thing has already gone already. But that I'll just say 700. That was you choose 700 monthly. You get me now. But just click on continue. There's no problem. Now I'm going to come to this add-on. You see hosting registration period add-on. You just click on what add-on. Please just follow all this process that I'm doing. I wouldn't like too much questions from my students because I know they'll be asking too much questions. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? So now as you can see, my money is just what 700 naira plus 500 naira. That is what one two. It never even reach up to 157 plus 19 naira. That's 1,290. That's all. You get me now. All this one is for existing customer. They've already helped me to input everything I want to do. Now you come to this payment method here. If you have your card, just choose this InterSwitch Pay. If you also have your card, you can choose pay stack. But if you want to do transfer, that transfer you have to be patient if you do the transfer because they have to confirm your transfer. So now, but if you want to dominate activated immediately, just click on InterSwitch Web Pay. I have read the agreement, select it, and just click on checkout. So good. Now, what are we going to do? This is our invoice. As you can see, this is our invoice. So now the next thing we are going to do is what? You're going to click on Pay via GT Pay. Good. You're going to click on Pay via GT Pay. So now I have my own card here. So let me just type in my email. Sorry, there's meant to be dots here. Good. Now let me continue. So they say we should choose anyone we want to use. So I prefer to use okay. Let me use the 737 one. So let me just type it on my phone right here. I'm coming, guys. Let me just quickly do that. So 33 star 33 star 036 382 hash. Okay, guys. Good. So good. Successful payment. So I've already click on check transaction status. So once I've made successful payment, I've made successful payment. So good, as you can see, I using USSD. So and my payment has been confirmed. I'm paying at the front of you guys. You can see it is going. there's no problem. If you have good network and everything, it is going. So we're waiting for it to load and activate our domain name and our hosting that we just bought. Good, good, good. As you can see this, right? You can see. So successful. So what you're now going to do is to come here, click on client area. Now, as you can see, my service has been what added. You know, this thing was 5 before. Now it has done what? It has changed to what? 6. So this is my service, and this is what my domain 66. So you know, I told you I bought service and I bought domain. As you can see, it has been what activated. If yours has not been activated, if you still writing pen, you just wait. They'll do what they want you to activate it, or you can just come here. You come to this ticket here. This is how to create a ticket. That's to make complaint to your hosting company. You come to ticket here. So as you can see, so you can just open a ticket right here. See, you can just open a ticket right here. So you come to open ticket, then you can see here if you want to complain about sales, this is sales here. If you want to complain about technical, this is technical here. If you want to complain about your security of your website, this is it here. So that's it basically. So now let me go back. If you want to go back, it's just simple. As you can see, home, client area, support ticket, submit ticket. So you go back to your client area. Good. So now, as you can see here, this is what we have. So our hosting plan has already been activated. So now the next we are going to do is, if you want to know if your hosting plan has been activated, this on your own service, on your own dashboard, this thing will be one, and this thing will also be what? It will also be one. You get me now? So please ensure you that you make your payment so that you can join me in my class. Thank you very much, and see you guys in the next episode of my class. Thank you.